Alright, well, we're back out in the shop today working on the Roxor. Oh, the steering bar started getting a little slop in it back and forth here, and it ting and pop when I'm turning. So I looked up online about it and came up with the Jeep Cure. It's this little, I don't know, plastic bushing or whatever it is here that goes in on your drop steering arm there, and it takes the roll out of it and all the slop and everything. So I'll get down here and show you what we're looking at. All right, let's get this thing set up here. Well, see this thing here? This slides over that, but I already drilled it out some because it wasn't big enough, but it still ain't quite big enough, but I think it's gonna bottom out on that. So I don't know. So we'll go and drill it out a little bit more, and then half the people leave the rubber garment on there, and half people take it off. And I looked up the website, and it looked like they were taking it off. But if it don't seal all the way up against it, I'm gonna leave it on. If it does, then I'll take it off. So we'll see how it goes. Let's get this drilled out and go from there. Barely snug that, I don't want to break it. And I'm drilling it with a tapered drill bit. I can't see here. There we go. So drilling it out, this tapered drill bit matches that shaft. I don't know, might be the right thing. We'll see. All right, well, looks a little oblong. Well, we got it drilled out. Now we'll go and see if it fits. All right. I think I need to get a lift. Oh, it'll get a little old. Well, heck. Almost sits all the way down on there. But this thing moves back and forth with the plastic here. So we'll lay this down here. Let's see if you can see it. So as I move this back and forth, so that hole needs to be bigger. Alright, well, we'll go drill another size bigger. But I think I'm gonna end up having to put the bushing back on. But we'll see what happens here. Alright, snug it up in here. Try to hold on to it. Hold on, you just stay there. I'm gonna go see if it fits. I think I'm gonna go just a hair bigger. I mean, it fits, but it's still moving. Woo. Well, see, I drilled it out. What's this drill bit go up to? 7/8. And that's drilled out almost to 7/8. Oh, get all this plastic out of here. I'm gonna get in there and ruin something, I'm sure. I don't know what it ruined, but try that. Alright, well, we drilled it out to almost 7/8. Seems to fit pretty good, but there's just a little bit of gap, and I'm going to use this rubber. The old bushing take up the gap, so I'm going to go ahead and put this back on, but I'm going to take some grease down there and put in it and then squeeze it in, and because they're ungreasable, so might as well get some grease in there. Find a grease. Look at this box. This is the biggest dang box I've ever seen. My boy's hood. This hood came in it. I don't know what. I lost my grease gun. Oh, there it is. All right. So we'll get the grease gun under there. Got the bushing. We got a wrap. Go ahead and pump a little grease into this. Don't want to put too much, make a giant mess, but I definitely want it full. We'll go around, pack it in with my finger, and it worked in all around that ball. As long as I got this off, she's getting greased. All right, so we got that greased. Now, since this, it slides on and it hits, now it hits this part, this inner part. Oh, you can see there. So there's a little bit of a gap here. So I'm gonna put this in there and let it get smashed down as the spacer there, if I can get this back on. That's the trick. I don't know. I don't take these off very often. Gotta be a good trick to doing this. I just don't know what it is. But you know what? We'll know together here in a few. As soon as it goes on, we'll know exactly how to do it. Alright, now I'm going to try to slide it back on this just a little like that. Well, that didn't work. Try to get here. Has to be just right. I take it and spread it apart, slip it on there and spin it. Okay, well that didn't fucking work. There has to be a way to get this on here. Alright, I know I'm doing it wrong. I just have not figured out the right way. But, I mean, I can get that in there. Alright, I'm spinning it on. Just like you put keys on in a way harder way. And unless it all pops off here at the very end, it's working. Hey, I got it. Done deal. Alright, wipe the grease and mess back off that again. Cleaned up. Alright, now you can see there, I got it snapped on. So I slid it over and then pulled one part of it out, looped it over this, and then sat there and spun it all, just like putting keys on. That's how, once I figured it out, it worked pretty good. Alright, now we're going to take this guy we're gonna slip over that and check it out here. So slip that over, and then this is gonna slide down, smash out like that. That's fine. Smash it. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. So as long as we get the right depth. So this has to go in a certain distance to all work. So we will find out. The washer nut back on. Make sure all that's nice and centered. Alright. And then get a wrench on here and start tightening her up. Feels quite a bit tighter. I ain't getting no roll out of it. Feels good. Well, that's a good sign. All right, well, I'll get that cotter pen in there and take for a drive and see how she is. All right, we'll let you know. All right, well, we got that piece on there. We took it for a drive. Seemed to drive, I don't know, about the same as it did. Fine, no issue. And brought it back here, jacked it up, turned tires back and forth, made sure there was no slop, ripped around on the bar. Now, before I did that, I could grab the tie rod and knock it back and forth, and as I turned the steering wheel back and forth, it rocked one way and dong dong back and forth. Now it don't move at all. So that's a $20 part on Amazon, and it's called the Jeep Cure. And I mean, you got to drill it a hair and everything, but I'll show you down here. All right, so where was it? Right here. So after I drilled, put on here, there's still a little bit of a gap here. So I went ahead and put the rubber garment back on and smashed it. Yeah, it's all smashed out and everything, but it ain't hurt nothing. So, but you ain't got no twist in this. Solid. Everything's solid. Can't move any of it. So, that's good to go. And that's temporary. I'm going to order the new steering from Diesel Freaks and put on here. So, but this will last for now. All right, $20 fix. Have a good day.